For more, let's go to the Senegalese capital, Dakar. Cheikhou Oumar is a former member of parliament, former special advisor to the current Prime Minister Amadou Ba. Thank you for speaking with us here on France 24.
Thank you very much for inviting me.
The question on everybody's lips who I've spoken to from Senegal is, when's the presidential election? What are your thoughts on that?
That's the key question for that everybody's asking right now. Then, since we're starting the dialogue yesterday, the president has set up two commissions. One of the main commission is working on the dates. Several dates have been proposed by different parties, but most of the people agree that the election should be held before June.
Before the month of June. Now, his term expires on April the 2nd. Who's in charge after that?
That's also a big question that the president has proposed to the people who are attending the dialogue to see how they can work out the issue, because the constitutions right now say that the president of the National Assembly can take over only when the president is deceased, or he's no longer in power, he decided to quit, or we have a vacancy. We don't have these three cases. So the proposal on the table that most of the people are discussing right now, and to see how we can maintain the president until the next president is elected, because we don't want to have instability. We need to also keep in mind that the Senegal need to be stable. That the discussion right now is moving forward to see if the president can be here until the next president is in.
But you have a constitution, and it's got provisions in it. What is it? The Speaker of Parliament who takes over if there's a vacuum of power.
Exactly, that's what the Constitution said. But the president the Constitution said exactly that the president need to decide to quit the power before his terms, or his deceased, or there is a vacancy on the power. We don't have. None of them is actually allowing us to take that, the Speaker of the Parliament to take over. So what we're having is a new case for us to study. Is the president is here, we have a situation, and we need somebody to keep the country stable, and the people are attending right now the dialogue are moving forward to see if the president actually can stay in power until the next president is elected.
17 out of 19 presidential candidates boycotting this two-day national dialogue. They say that they see this exercise as a stalling tactic, that when the Constitutional Council at the start of the month said that Macky Sall had to step down, that at that point he should have just given a date for the presidential election. Why didn't he do so?
I think that was very a concern for everybody, that the president can stay over his mandate but we thought that on the 2nd of April he should leave power. And exactly the 16 people who are decided to boycott the dialogue had made a case that we need right now to host the election so we can elect our new president. I don't know exactly why he decided to do so. One of the main reasons that I've talked about before is that there is suspicion when it comes to how the people have been chosen to be on to run for the presidency, and two of the judges has been really looked forward by the assembly that they have been corrupt. No proof yet on the table, no proof against anything that shows that there is a corruption on the table. So,
but as you were saying, it caught everyone by surprise when the president decided at first to try and stay on until the end of the year. The prime minister who's running, doesn't all of this undermine his chances? Doesn't it make it much, much more difficult for Amadou Ba to get elected?
I don't think that is going to undermine his chances, because what he showed is that he's aligned with what the president is showing truly. But he showed yesterday also that he's ready to go for the election to run, and he's prepared for that. So only the people, the voters, will decide exactly who's going to be on the power. So what we need to find out right now.
Well, actually, no.
And
The Constitutional Council said it has to be the same candidates that were already validated.
Yes, that's the main discussion also on the dialogue. Some want the same candidate to be maintained, and some others, like the former party in power, PDS, want the process to be to be removed, and then we have a new process again. And I think that's not a good idea. What we need is right now for the Senegal to be really peaceful. What we need is to maintain this candidate, to go to the election, and then we can move forward with other issues.
We're out of time. Just what is the nearest possible date that you see?
People are discussing the near date on May 18th.
May 18th. Okay. Cheikhou Oumar, many thanks for joining us live from Dakar.
Thank you very much.
Stay with us. There's more to come, more news, plus the day's business and sports. You're watching France 24.